Hello everyone, my name is Rehan and I live in Berlin. I have come from a strong IT background with over 17 years of hands on experience in core IT technologies. A few years ago, I realized that it was the time to take everything I have learned and start passing it on. So I shifted into education and training space. For the past 3 years, I have been focused on turning real world experience into practical and useful knowledge for the learners like you. In this course, we will dive deep into the world of cybersecurity to experience it and unfold the layers of threats and learn how to defend them with real world tools and techniques. You are welcome to the world of cybersecurity, a battlefield where the weapons are invisible and the battles are fought in milliseconds. We now live in the era of bits and bauds, where time is measured in micro and nanoseconds. The pace of technological change has become so rapid that even the process of change itself is evolving. We no longer simply update technology, we synchronize it in real time. With the rise of AI and ML, machines are no longer passive tools. They are now active agents capable of reasoning, adapting, and learning on their own. In this lecture, we will explore how this new digital reality has given rise to the sophisticated cyber threats and why understanding cyber attacks is more critical than ever before. Let's talk about the cyber attack. A cyber attack is an intentional attempt where the attackers gain unauthorized access to the computer systems to steal, alter, expose, disable, or even destroy the information. Here we discuss some basic types of cyber attacks that includes brute force attack, malware, phishing attack, man in the middle, denial of service attack, distributed denial of service attack. Besides that, we have complex attacks like ransomware, SQL injection, and AI powered attacks. Let us discuss each of them briefly. The brute force attack. A brute force attack is a method which hackers use to guess the passwords or encryption keys by trying every possible combination until the correct one is found. They use the softwares like Hydra, Hashcat, and the most famous John the Ripper. To prevent from brute force attack, developers should place validation of strong and complex passwords, enable the account's lockout systems after several failed attempts, add two-factor authentication, and use CAPTCHAs to block the bots. Next in the list comes the malware, that are the malicious software like viruses, worms, and trojans. The hackers target to steal the data, damage the systems, or spy on activity, like a keylogger which resides in operating system and transfer all your keystrokes to the hackers. That data can include your password, your emails, and the keywords you search on the web. So always install antivirus software for the endpoint security and run security updates and patches provided by the operating system and the application developers. Another deceiving cyber attack is the phishing. A phishing is a social engineering attack where fake messages or calls deceives you into giving up personal information. That may be a fake call, a fake email, or a link. The hackers tricks the users into providing sensitive data for fraudulent activities. To prevent from phishing attacks, the user awareness is very essential. Moreover, email filtering and two-factor authentication may prevent from the phishing attacks. So every organization must arrange the basic IT training for their staff to prevent from phishing attacks. Let us do some activity with the real world examples of social engineering in phishing attack. You can see on the slide that someone is trying to log into the Gmail page. You can see the logo and the keyword the Gmail is used, but actually it is not the real Google website. It is the subdomain of mysecretmission.com. So be aware of such phishing attacks. Always look toward the URLs and the links from where you are redirected to the other websites that are not the legitimate websites. Similarly, in the next slide, you can see that someone wants to gain the access of your device with the fabricated link. You can notice that the address of the sender is not from the original Apple website. In the next slide, it looks like that someone is going to share a SharePoint file with you, but actually it is not. As you can notice the sender's email address, there is the spelling mistake in SharePoint. This is not the original SharePoint website. The hackers usually replace O with the 0 or 0 with the O to deceive the victim. So be aware of such minor issues as well. Another type of attack is the man in the middle attack. In the picture, you can see that the attacker is sitting between the user and server and intercepting the communication. In man in the middle attack, the attacker secretly intercepts and possibly alters the communication between two parties who believe that they are directly communicating with each other. The man in the middle attacks are often targeted over the open Wi-Fi's. So always avoid financial or informational activities over the public Wi-Fi. Here we have another quiz activity. Please tell the difference between phishing and man-in-the-middle attacks. Yeah, fantastic. Very good attempt. Let me conclude the answer. In the phishing attack, the victim involves in exposing the information, while in man-in-the-middle attacks, the attacker secretly steals the data. The most widely used cyber attack is the denial of service attack. A denial of service attack aims to overload a computer or network so that legitimate user cannot access it. You can see in the picture that the malicious traffic is being sent over the network, which consumes most part of the bandwidth and making it difficult for the legitimate user to access the servers. Think of the situation if a firewall device will be targeted to hang on, so the attackers may even intrude into the networks. A more powerful form of this type of attack is called the distributed denial of service attacks, which uses many infected systems to attack one target system at the same time. Attackers use different methods like flooding the network with traffic or exploiting the system weaknesses to crash the services. These attacks are often launched using botnets through the large group of hacked devices. These attacks involve spotting the unusual traffic patterns that do not match the normal user behavior. With the advent of time, AI has become the hacker's deadliest ally, unleashing the cyber attacks that think, evolve, and strike. In AI-powered attacks, hackers use the AI to automate the attacks, making them faster and harder to detect. The most notorious AI threats are the deepfake, where AI-generated videos have spoiled the lives of many individuals. And one of the dangerous threats is the data poisoning, which manipulate the AI training data to misinterpret the security systems. However, cyber criminals may use AI as a weapon, but advanced machine learning techniques, behavioral analytics, and real-time threat detections will outsmart them. By identifying the attacks in milliseconds, spotting the patterns from the past data, predicting new threats using the predictive algorithms, and turning every incident into smarter automated defense systems. AI enhances the threat detection with real-time analysis. Automated systems improve the response time against cyber attacks, and the machine learning helps predict and prevent the threats. In today's lecture, we have discussed the basic forms of cyber attacks and build an awareness for the cyber threats and security. In the coming lectures, we will discuss the more complex cyber attacks and the evolution of AI in the field of cybersecurity. So, revise today's slides and do your research over the internet for the latest cyber threats. We will meet again in the next lecture. So, goodbye.